Hi guys, today I'm excited to welcome you into my craft space and show you a new medium that I've been playing with. It's called Glitter Tulle. And while tulle is not a new medium to me, Glitter Tulle is absolutely awesome. I get it from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if they have it at other dollar stores or probably Joann's and Michael's too, maybe even Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure. But $1 is a deal. You get a 6-inch wide piece times 3 yards of it for $1. So that's a really good deal. Let me show you what I've been doing with it. One fun thing, I'm a glittery person. I love to use glitter in my craft space, but I get it, you guys. It's messy. It gets everywhere. This still does a little bit. I can see some glitter on my hands just from touching it, but not quite as bad. So you can feel free to add glitter and sparkle without so much of the mess. Like I said, there is still just a little bit, like it is getting on me, but not too bad. So let me show you what I've been doing with it. I have been working on several altered books, and this is a sneak peek into my Disney altered book that I've been working on. I've got it upside down, and it's turning out really great. So right inside the front cover, I have this spot here that displays the castle. And so the paper is behind it. You can kind of see that there. And then this glitter tulle just adds so much sparkle and fun to this page. And my plan for this page is that you can still put a picture behind it. Okay, so I have this cute little circle that says meet me at the castle, and then you can still put a picture here because it's a talk if you want to. If you don't want to, it looks great just like this with this glittery tulle showing off the sparkle of this castle. And then I have another page I've been working on. So this is for the New Orleans Square in Disneyland, and this is for Tiana, Princess and the Frog. So I put this piece of tulle here, and this page is a pocket. So it's a double pocket actually. So this piece of tulle wraps around this pocket and goes all the way out here. So when you add your photo in here, let's see if this is obviously too big, but when you add your photo in here, this part of the tulle will be hidden, but there is still some fringe down here. And then it adds a little sparkle at this pocket. My idea was kind of like a little tab sticking out of this pocket. So if you stick things in this pocket, you'll still have some glittery fun showing outside the pocket. And it just adds a little sparkle, which is great. And now I'm working on this page here, and I'm gonna use some of this turquoise colored tulle because this is the page I'm doing to represent Finding Nemo and the Yellow Submarine ride. So I thought it would be really great to put some of this glittery tulle, and it comes with this sticky tape here, which I'm not a huge fan of. I guess it does the purpose. It keeps it on the roll, but I take it off. And then it just kind of lives like this. You could put a rubber band around it to keep it, or a binder clip up here. However, I just kind of let it live like it is. And I haven't had any issues. So I think this would be great. You could actually do the whole page like I did the other one. But I think I'm going to use it in a little smaller dose on this page. And that first spot where they put the tape kind of wrinkles up a little bit. So just be aware of that if you're planning on using the whole 3 yards for a project. So this page, I want to have 2 photo or journal spots there, and then 1 down here. And I have a little flip out with some washi tape here. So, and then I also made these cute little, these are gadget gears from the Tim Holtz die, but I thought they would look really cute as submarine windows. So I could actually cut these little spikes off. But I don't know if I'm going to just yet, because I think it kind of looks neat with that on there. So this was kind of my plan for the page here. And I was thinking some of that glittery tulle behind these photo mats would be really nice. So I think we're gonna do some of that. And then I also have some eyelets that are gonna go in these little windows. Because they're supposed to look like submarine windows. So get out the handy dandy crocodile and do some of that. Now to glue this tool, you can use whatever glue you like. Fabric tack would work great. I usually, when I'm crafting, don't want to spend the time waiting for the fabric tack to dry, especially when it's like covering the whole page or something. So on that front page where the castle was, I just used some hot glue and I just kind of pushed it down in the corners, and I used this cool little I don't want to say brush, it's like rubber, just to kind of pat it in there, and moved along like that. So you'll see me use this in just a minute because I've got my hot glue gun going. All right, let's do some eyelets. I'm gonna use the small hole here, and we could put this to measure in so that they're all going the same amount in here, but it could be tricky because of the little spikes. So I think that's gonna work, and then the spikes will sit on the thing. We'll just do it in between these little spikes. Get that. Now the good thing about setting this piece here on your crocodile is that sometimes the hole gets clogged and you can't really see through, so it's got the paper. And if you're using that little setting, you know exactly where to go, even if you can't see where it's going to poke the hole. So that's a nice feature. This is maybe a little overkill on these. I could have done like every other one, but I think it's still going to be cute. Okay. Now I've got all these little paper scraps. All right, so let's do this other one real quick. Okay. That one done. There we go. Okay, eyelet time. I was thinking about doing some silver ones on here, but I want to see what the white looks like. There's white. And let's see. Yeah, I think I still like the silver because it's supposed to look like it's part of a submarine stuff. So just go with the silver ones. And of course I have my crocodile set for big brads. So just switch that little guy over. Pop it back in place. And I'll see here. A little messy on this setting back there, so we'll change this. There we go. But it's still set perfectly and looks great. So we'll keep going. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough of these silver ones to do both of them. Maybe we'll do one in silver and one in white. that's a lot better. Okay. That'll be 12 eyelets on these. I don't know if there's that many in there. I really enjoyed decorating these die cuts. And it's such an easy way to paper piece without actually doing a paper piecing. A true paper piecing, you cut out all the individual pieces and then piece them together. I like using my die cutting machine and then just decorating the die cut. Not quite the same effect, but it is still really fun and adds a lot to your project. Few more to go here, and then I'll save the other one for off camera. I won't make you guys watch me do all of these. One tip too, you can set these in more than one at a time. Oops. And then you can just like crimp them down, provided your hands are pretty steady. And apparently I'm okay to do 2 at a time tonight, so that's great. All right, so we got that one done. Yay. I just realized I haven't inked any of the edges of any of these pieces. So I'm thinking, since I'm going to do the blue tool, I'm gonna go ahead and ink everything with some Versamagic Aegean Blue. And we'll see what that looks like. Again, for your inking, you can use one of the cute little inking tools if that's what you want to do. I have them. I just always am quick to pick up the ink pad and just go for it. This fish paper I found at Joann's. I thought it was super cute and just adds a little something there for the Nemo page. Okay. And while we've been working here, I have my glue gun warming up. All right. So this tool, you could also cut little strips of it and do like a little gathered like trim piece. Like you could bunch it like this. And you can either run a little stitch through it, or you could just leave it bunched up like this on the side, which I think would be really cute. But I've also just really enjoyed just putting it under my clusters and just adding some like that. So I'm trying to decide how I want it on this one. And I think I just kind of want it behind the photo mat just to add an extra layer there. So we'll just cut it, and it cuts super easy. Enough to do two is so we're just going to cut it in half again. Sorry guys, the sheer stuff is a little tricky with my vision, but we're going to make it work. There we go. Okay, and what I love about this is you don't have to worry about getting, like at least for what I'm doing, you don't have to worry about getting that straight edge because you just kind of want it to stick out and be a little something extra. Okay. And these are going to kind of overlap. What I do, there's the second piece. And I think we'll put this here. All right. All right, sorry for the fiddling around. Just want to make sure how it's going. And then this guy, I'm going to glue it in such a way that you can still tuck a photo underneath here or up here, and even still tuck like a tag or something in there. So that's what this piece is gonna, this page is gonna look like. And then maybe I'll stick some extra little stickers or something down here. So let's start gluing. I've got a full glue stick and my glue gun. I think what I'm gonna do is just put a little blob kind of here, put the tool in there, and then use this little rubber brush looking tool and see how it pulls all that glue on there rather than on your fingers or your project, which is just so great. And it doesn't leave as many strings, which is so nice. All right, I'll do this one. I think we'll do a spot right here. And so where I'm gluing these ones isn't going to be seen, this glued mess. So that's one thing to consider when you're gluing them down with hot glue. I know that it's not going to be seen because I've got some photo mats going over it. But if you did have it in a spot, you would want to make sure you're using some sort of glue or paying attention to that. so that it would look nice on your project. Okay, I think we're gonna glue those ones like that. This page had me a little stumped until I got the glittery tool. I was gonna do some kind of a shaker, but really wasn't working out in an altered book because of the layout of the pages. But I wanted there to be some kind of a sea like shimmering element. So I'm glad I found this. You could even use, like, if they had it a green, which would maybe kind of look like seaweed, that would be kind of fun. But since I didn't find green, and my pages are blue on the background for the sea, and then the yellow is to represent the submarine on the Disneyland ride. I thought this was just kind of perfect. Okay. And then no worries about gluing over this tool. The paper just sticks to it just fine. The hardest part really is just getting the tool to glue down and not show the glue mess. But if you look on this one I did here on the front, there was no problems. I mean, if you look super close, you can see the glue in the seam, but really it's not very noticeable because your eye is more catching all of this beautiful shimmer. And I also really liked, I left it a little bit longer than the book page edge because I really liked how it looks in the spine here. It adds a little something extra to the trim. You can kind of see it. Let's see. Like right here. Adds those little glittery pages. All right, and then this one, when I glued this one down, I want to make sure not to glue like right here or up here. So I think I'm going to try to mostly glue along this outside edge of the paper here. And you can see in the paper here, I just glued this down to the die cut. And that's how we got this paper back there. And go ahead and put some glue and try and get this one stuck down. I don't know about you guys, but my hot glue dries super fast. So I can't be like gluing everything. Oh, and that's gonna, I think maybe I'll have to cut those. The little spikes will bend in the corner. So maybe I'll just cut them out right there. And then they just won't catch in the side of the book. That would have been nice to do that beforehand, but that's okay. And then we'll just add some glue back in the corner, not glue, some ink in the corner back there. All right. And then I think on this side, now you can see I am getting some glitter. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I am getting some glitter on the paper. But like I said, I'm okay with that. I'm a person who loves glitter. I know I know it's a mess, but I love it. What can I say? So we could leave this going this way and have a little at the bottom edge here, but I probably will just go this way, which really is about the same, I think. And just leave a little bit hanging out the sides. And we'll stuff that in that corner down there. So since I kind of have the area in the spine here, I can turn it and just add a little bit of glue down in that corner. And it will also help keep my paper a little more adhered down there because I can see it moving. This glue gun doesn't like to reach a whole lot, so see what we can do. Get this ready. My first inclination with a glue gun is always to press things down and touch it, but that's bad. And I have the blisters to show that that's bad. All right, so just get that in there, and then we'll press, press, press. I think that spot might have already dried a little bit, so we'll put a little more back there. Collect some of those strings. All right, and then there is a little bit left over here on the edge, which I really like because then I think that adds interest to the spine. I'm gonna glue just right in the center. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. There we go. That's a little better. Just glue right here in the center because I've got a photo mat again that's going to go over it, and I think that will be fine. All right. And this photo mat, I think this top piece, I might do some edging. Because I want it to be able to open and not catch. So I already inked it. I'll have to ink it again, but that's okay. I've got all these great punches and I'm always forgetting to use them, so I have a few sitting out here on my work desk, and I'm trying to remember to use them more often. Okay. Put some more ink on there. All right, then we'll glue this one down. Again, this is just liquid glue. You can totally use whatever glue you want, but I feel like a dry glue. I used to be a dry glue and glue stick kind of girl, but now that I've started doing these junk journals and I'm gluing some thicker stuff and trying to glue paper onto like tulle or fabric or ribbon, I'm definitely seeing the place of liquid glue. And at least with an altered book or a junk journal, you don't have to worry about the pages wrinkling because you kind of want that look most of the time. So that always was my concern before, was that it would kind of buckle or wrinkle the paper, and I didn't like that look, at least not in my scrapbooking. But I'm coming around, guys. Okay. There we go. And then I'm gonna make some kind of a title here, maybe make a little fish scene or something down here for Nemo, but then this page will be mostly done. Let me know down in the comments if you use glittery tulle for something else. I used to use it a lot in floral designing. And I don't, at least tulle, I don't know why I didn't think about using glittery tulle in my crafting projects, paper crafting projects. But let me know down in the comments below if you use it, if you like it, if you're a glittery person, if you like that. If you wouldn't mind helping me out, give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe this video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.